Hey everyone, Paper McFeely here. This week on Transformers The Basics, we'll be taking a look at one of the franchise's most popular and iconic figures, Peter Cullen. Peter Cullen is best known for providing the iconic voice of Optimus Prime in several different incarnations of the character, and in this video, we'll be going through his life story as well as some fun facts you may not have known about the man himself. So without further ado, let's begin. In demonology, Laurier is a mighty great Marquis of Hell, who has 30 legions of demons under his command. He's known as the cause of every great battle and conflict throughout history, the 30 Years' War, the Crusades, World War I and II, the battle between G1ers and Prime fans, the list never ends. Sometime in the early 1940s, a member of Legion number DQW4 known only as Petrie rebelled against the shackles that oppressed him and fought back against the tyrant. An epic battle ensued in which 4,000 members of Legion Group W9 tried to take down Petrie, who managed to defeat every single one of them. After escaping from the depths of hell in Montreal, Quebec on Earth, Petrie hid from the devil under the guise of Peter Cullen. Peter Cullen was created on July 28, 1941. Blending into another family proved easy for him due to his charm and quick wits. He had 3 other siblings, Michaela, Sonny, and Larry Cullen. Of course, all 3 were paid off by the FBI at the time to avoid spilling Peter's true origins. Not much is known about his life leading up to his graduation from the National Theatre School of Canada in 1963, only that in his youth he pioneered a revolutionary relaxation technique where a person is laid down as calming fluids are poured onto their face through a cloth. Also known as waterboarding. A little known fact is that each of Peter Cullen's major roles are all in some way inspired by his life. For example, after officially becoming the voice of Eeyore in the late 1980s, Peter said he based his portrayal of the character off of the actual talking donkey that lived near his family's home. That same talking donkey told Peter Cullen to take on the role of Car in Knight Rider, believing that Peter had a voice suited for the radio after Peter intercepted government radio frequency WGX in 1980. Come 1984, Peter Cullen had successfully landed the role of Optimus Prime for the then upcoming cartoon The Transformers. He got the role after being given a pep talk by his brother Larry, who made Peter lick their neighbour's flatbed next door for 7 hours straight to prepare for the role. To say Cullen's voice for Optimus Prime in The Transformers is iconic is an understatement. It transcends reality. In 1985, the voice of Optimus Prime alone successfully ended the Labonan War. Famously, in the 1986 Transformers movie, Optimus Prime was finally killed at the hands of his arch-nemesis Megatron. Cullen was so enraged and saddened by this that he started publishing various articles about the negative health effects of waterbeds, causing waterbed sales and stocks to plummet. This frustrated Nelson Shin, the producer for the Transformers cartoon, as he owned several $1,000s in waterbed stocks.
His voice is like, almost like, how are we going to use, his voice?
So Peter was rehired and Optimus Prime was written back into the show at the end of season 3. Nobody quite knows what happened to Peter Cullen when the Transformers ended. It was almost as if he didn't exist for over a decade. It wasn't until 2000 when Peter re-emerged under the guise of Neil Kaplan. It turns out that Peter Cullen had gotten so involved with the role of Optimus Prime that he could not exist without him. Peter Cullen only reappeared when Optimus Prime came back onto our television screens in 2001's Transformers: Robots in Disguise. Fans of the franchise may know that Optimus Prime was not portrayed by Peter Cullen in Robots in Disguise 2001, but what many fans don't know is that there is much more to this situation than meets the eye. Every actor outside of Peter Cullen that has played Optimus Prime is actually Peter Cullen under a pseudonym and heavy makeup. That means that aforementioned Neil Kaplan, as well as Gary Chalk, David Kaye, Jake Tillman, and so on, are not real people, they are Peter Cullen. This means that Peter Cullen will never truly die. As long as Optimus Prime exists, Peter Cullen will too. We can only pray to CQ that he never loses his cool, that he always stays calm and level-headed. The consequences would be disastrous. And those are the basics on the man himself, Peter Cullen. Tell me in the comments if you yourself are scared of his potential omnipotence like I am. Subscribe for more from the world of the Transformers, and click that bell while you're down there to be notified of new episodes. And if you're in a position to, consider supporting Paperplane on Patreon.